Jaila Jalone, who is one of the cast members for this season. She's a singer, a TV personality, actress, model. And so we're going to bring her on.
All right.
She's in the guest room. We're going to bring her on. She can talk with us. Hey, Jayla.
Hey
Up.
guys, how are you guys?
I'm doing good, good. Welcome.
Thank
Welcome
you
to
for
the
having me. I really appreciate it.
Oh, very good. Thank you so much for being here. So congratulations on the season premiere.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
How did you celebrate last night? Did you all have like a y'all Zoom watch party or what? How'd y'all celebrate?
No, honestly, at the moment I'm here in Vegas with family. So I just kind of had a glass of wine and just watched it and was like super excited about it coming out with a friend.
All right, give us a little background on you, like where you're from, and when did you start singing and acting and getting into the business?
Well, I was raised in the 209, Stockton, California. I was also raised in the Bay Area, San Jose, 408. And a lot of people don't know this about me, but I was low key raised for 4 years in Georgia. So I like to just tell people I'm from all over, you know?
Yeah.
When I was 14, I actually was signed to EMG Records in Oakland, California by a guy named Reggie, and he kind of took me under his wing. And I started singing at 7, but can you guys hear me? I'm sorry.
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I started singing at 7, and a lot of things were going on with that. I was actually dropped from the label at 15. I did my first music video, which is on YouTube, and dropped my first single. I was having problems with my mom and my sexuality and stuff like that. She was like, making assumptions that the guy who was taking me under his wing was doing something to me, and a lot of stuff. So it came to a point where I picked music over, music and my lifestyle over living there. So I was actually kicked out at 14 years old, my freshman year, and I just kept music a priority. So I always stayed in the studio and was believing in my dreams and knew that I was going to accomplish something when it comes down to my gift that God gave me. And I ended up moving to LA at 20 years old. Of course, I was another 20-year-old out in LA trying to follow my dreams. I was homeless. I was living in a car for about 2 weeks. Then I went from a car to a shelter, and that shelter is called a transitional living situation. And they didn't judge me for my sexuality. They took me in and they helped me, stack my money, and I was able to get my first apartment at 21 years old. And I've just been maintaining and still chasing my dream, since then. It's been a long ride, it's been a really long ride, but God is opening doors. I have 3 short films on Amazon Prime. The Good Teacher.
Yeah.
I have The Good Teacher, where I act as a psychologist. I have another film, and this is all a Louis Dion Jones production.
Mhm.
I have another film. It's called the Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, where I play a girlfriend, a trans girlfriend. And then I have another film called Can I Just Be Me, where I play a trans prostitute who educates a hood father to get his stuff together because his son wants to be trans, and just trying to teach him how to support his son in that situation. And them are great films, that I'm a part of. And God just blessed me with this opportunity to be on Chasing. And like I said, I'm just chasing my dream. I'm sorry if I'm rambling, but it's just a
No,
lot going on in my head right now.
Oh no, it's fine. So, I'm gonna take it back a little bit. So, a little bit of your coming of age story did involve some traumatic experiences like homelessness, and I think that a lot of LGBTQ youth can relate to that story, dealing with families who may not accept them and having to go out there and do it for themselves and survive on their own.
Yeah.
How do you feel that that experience plays into your music? I know that you had a song, Love Don't Taste, that came out last year. I was listening to that earlier before we came on the show.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
But how much of your experience, your personal experience, do you put into your music? You okay?
I am. It's just, talking about it is just like,
Yeah.
I was just telling my sister this morning, I was kicked out at 14, and just for being myself, for wearing makeup, to be honest. And I'm 24 years old. I just turned 24, and I woke up with a revelation of how God has just blessed me in these past 10 years and how far I've came,
And you should be very, very proud of.
Thank you.
Because a lot of people don't make it. A lot of people don't make it.
A lot of my sisters don't, a lot of my sisters and brothers, we don't, we give up on ourselves. But, it's just something about me that just kept telling me that you're going to get to where you're going to get to, like I came from a very hard background with a mother who was an alcoholic, and I was abused growing up. And I was dropped off a lot of the times at people's houses, and things will happen to me. But one thing people couldn't take from me is my voice and my spirit,
Wow.
And thank God that I'm here to be able to share this with my community and people who possibly went through this and don't know how to deal with it, because I am strong. Just because I'm crying right now and just thinking about it is sad, but it made me who I am today, and I'm very proud of myself.
As you should be, and we're proud of you too. So with that being said, like the opportunity for you to be on Chasing LA, I think that during the opening, Q told us when you all kind of met each other at the park that you were the one that kind of put the bug in his ear, like, hey, you should get a group together out here and let's get things popping. So what was that like for you, like meeting him or like coming into that space and preparing for this moment?
So this everything just comes full circle. I really do believe in the law of attraction and manifesting, and just prayer works, because it's crazy. I do believe that T.S. Madison is my spiritual mommy. That's my mama. That's who, to me, raised me. I just started transitioning at 21. So I'm 24. That's who I look up to. So I was just watching her tough. And I seen that she hosted Chasing. And I was like, well, I got to watch this because, I never heard of Chasing the brand. Then I watch it. I'm like, oh my God, a reality show full of people in my community. Oh my freaking God. So I'm watching the show. I say like 3 months later, we're at a pose event, and I hear somebody's voice that I'm just like sitting right next to me. He's bald, he has glasses on, talking to his friend. And I'm like, because here in Hollywood is very small. I've been in Hollywood for 5 years. It's very small. Everybody knows everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like everybody, CeeLo Green and his wife always be out clubbing in the sections with us. Like everybody knows everybody. So what was I?
You were at the pose event, and the person that
so I'm like, I look over and I'm like, hey, excuse me, and he turns around. I'm like, Q, and he's like, hey, what's up, baby? He was doing something with Love and Hip Hop in that franchise, interviewing and stuff, and he was telling me about it. And I'm like, you know what? You be out here and you're working, and I can see you coming to LA. You should bring the show to LA. Like, I'm like 22 at this point, or 21 maybe. But I'm like, yeah, I should bring the show to LA. Like, and he's like, oh, that's a great idea. We took a little video for our memories, and that was it. Like, no contact. I wanted to work with him because I did hear he was A&R, and I am a singer. So, I did want to work with him, and I reached out a few times. But, unfortunately, that wasn't what God had for me. But then out of nowhere, I seen that they're bringing Chasing LA. And I'm like, I got to audition for that. Like, I have to. Like, I didn't know Q was the producer. I just knew that it was coming to LA. And I was like, I've been watching the show now. T.S. Madison was on the show. They got to have your girl, Jaila Jalone, on the show. So I actually auditioned. And during my audition, hopefully we can look at the audition tapes, in the future. But when I auditioned, I sung. And when I sung, I just felt like in my spirit, it was going to get me where I needed to go. And long and behold, when I got to the audition table, when we did our first audition in person, Q didn't even recognize me because, mind you, I've been transitioning since I was 21. So Q met the old body, but when I was at that table, he met the new body, and he was like, "That was you? It was me, baby. What's up?" And by the grace of God, I made the cast, and everything just been really been beautiful. Like honestly, the relationship that I have with Q, he's a sweetheart. He's an Aries as well. So we're really sweet at heart. Like
His birthday is actually today, and if you're watching, happy birthday, Q.
we love
Um,
you. We love you. Happy birthday, baby.
yes, Ari's gang, gang, gang.
Uh,
So this first look at the season, this season premiere, seems like it's loaded with different characters, right?
Right.
We got a chance to see you make your gracious entrance, and there were some other characters there that I see are going to shake some things up as well. So um, I'm interested. Will this season be more about you all sharing yourselves with us, like how you shared your story about your background? Like, will we get to see more of that? Because it's teasing right now the drama. You know, the drama. The girls love the drama. But will we get a chance to kind of to meet the characters in their vulnerable spaces this season? Or is this going to be kind of like trumped up drama every time you all meet together? It's going to be arguing and
What I
or
can
what's the vibe
say,
gonna be like?
what I can say is you definitely get both. You
okay.
definitely get the drama's there regardless. You
Yeah.
know, what you put a room full of us in the same room, like usually we get along, but we all got like the same kind of energy. It's like putting a room full of catty girls in the same room. But as far as being vulnerable, yeah, you do get to see a lot of vulnerable moments, a lot of breakups, but a lot of makeups, beautiful makeups. And I'm just excited. I'm excited for you guys to see that.
Very
I
good.
definitely tell you, you do get both.
So, are there any cliques that we should be looking out for? Like, are there going to be like team Jaylas and like team like? Are there any? Have you all broken off into your cliques yet? Most reality casts, it just happens that way. Like something
It
happens.
just happens. It just happens. It honestly, it just happens. Look out. All I know is look out for me and King. That's all I can say.
Okay.
If he's the king, then who's the queen?
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
You feel me? So regardless of that, of the cliques, because I don't know what I can and can't say. Can't say too much.
Well, don't you spoil it too much, but
what I can say is look out for the king and the queen. We definitely gonna hit your screen every Thursday, 5 Pacific time, 8 Atlanta time.
yes. So so aside from your music, what do you hope to gain from being on this cast? Like, what do you want your message or your legacy to be to your fans or your new fans or people that are going to be watching from this season to next season? What is it that you want them to take away from you being on this show, and how do you want to use this platform?
I wanted to use this platform just to really, of course, my music, but I also wanted to show that, that we out here, that Black trans women are out here, and we're thriving to do something, better with our lives, than what we're usually forced to do, in survival mode. I wanted to show that there's trans women out here that have dreams and aspirations that are actually chasing those dreams and aspirations, regardless of the struggle that they're going through, regardless of the stereotypes that people put us in, in the box that they put us in. I wanted to show younger trans people, be you and love who you are, and stand up for yourself, if that makes sense, and you will see that a lot.
Oh, very good. I know that toward the end of the show, they did a teaser of the next episode, and I think you got into it with Alicia Love. Is that what we saw?
The Alicia Love.
Yeah. So what happened there? What's going on? Like, what can we anticipate there? Are we looking at the battle for the queen of the trans girls on the show, or is it gonna give like the
honestly, first we're all queens.
All queens, yes.
We're all queens, just not on my block. I'll just play.
Okay.
I'll just play, you guys. No, we're all queens. But things happen. Women fight. Women fight. A lot of, like, I have a big sister. She'll tell me straight up, I don't even mess with women. Like, I don't even mess with girls. Like, the B word. I don't even mess with B. But I guess it's really off of when you first meet somebody, you really don't know if they're being funny or not. And then we had a whole group of people we had to meet. So, that situation turns ugly, but hopefully you guys will be able to see, the beauty that comes out of it.
Right.
I'm trying to say it without saying it. You feel me?
Right. You say it without saying it.
We'll get some resolve. So we'll definitely be watching. Oh, Darren, you have a question?
Yeah, I just have one question, like, about the first initial sit down. Like, what went left? Because like we were all, I was watching it, and then like everyone's joking around and stuff like that. Then it started getting into the arguing. I'm like, oh snap! Like,
did y'all see my face?
Yeah.
I was just as confused as everybody else. Like, wait, what happened? I was sipping my drink. What is going on? I honestly
between Andre and King.
Yeah,
the boys will be boys, and that's the gay community, straight community. It don't matter. The boys are always gonna be the boys. You know what I'm saying? Men are always gonna. It's gonna be something where two men always gotta show who's the real man in the situation. That's how I look at it, and that's how I still, that's how I see it. Who was gonna be the who was gonna put the big on top of their name. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like they wanted to make that known round one. You know what I'm saying? Like video one, round one, first scene. They wanted people to know like this is what it is. I really wasn't for that, but I'm also not the type to just let somebody just pick on me. And I could just say that, like, I'm not a messy type of person where I'm just talking shit just to talk shit. Me personally, if you come for me, and I know Derek, being an Aries, if you come for me, just know that I got that fire for that ass. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, we're the sweetest people you would meet. And I was trying to be on my best behavior because you got to realize this was the first time us meeting. And so everybody was anxious. And I seen it in everybody's face. And then, people hate. People hate. People see people see the looks, people see what people had. People see the purses, people just start hating on people's outfits and stuff. People just start being people and being evil towards each other. And that's how things can happen and go left. I'm all about love and light, but I will, like I said, bring that fire for that ass.
Okay.
Pretty good. Well, we're very excited to see where it goes, and hopefully we'll get a chance to bring you back here. It can tell us where we can find you, where we can find your music, and what should we be looking out for coming up from you two.
You can definitely look forward to new music videos. We're definitely going to be dropping new content, a couple vlogs maybe. But for the most part, I know during the reunion, I am planning on dropping an EP just so, we can keep the supporters busy, until the next season. But you can find me at I am Jaila Jalone. That's my name. Sorry. You can find me at I am Jayla J. And then on Instagram, and then Jaila Jalone on YouTube.
Okay. Well, that information will be in the description. So,
and that's Jaila.
Right.
Okay.
Wow.
You're so cute. You got a nice smile. I love your smile, Derek.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're handsome too. My little train in the back. I see you. I see you. And thank you. I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time out to, pick me. So we got 10 people on the cast, beautiful souls. Thank you for picking me,
Very
Sorry
welcome.
to be a little crybaby on the show. I wasn't expecting that, but
this is a safe place. This is a safe space.
I really appreciate it, you guys.
We appreciate you for coming on. You can catch Chasing LA on YouTube. You all have new episodes coming out on every Thursday?
Yeah.
Every Thursday. And we'll be reviewing it right here on the Darren Green Show. Once again, happy birthday, Q. Thank you, Jayla, for joining us. And
thank you guys so much. I love you, Q. Happy birthday, baby.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Do you want to take us away?
Oh, we're going to end the show. Thank you so much for listening. Hope you've enjoyed the convo. And until next time, I am your host, Darren Green.
I'm Prince Derek Dahl.
And this is the Darren Green Show, signing out. Bye, y'all.
Stay blessed.
If you like what you heard, please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button and give us a 5-star. As always, enjoy the convo.
All right, you can end the live.